Welcome back to the New Year's show for people who hate New Year's. On to more of the gutties. Next up, a best hoax. Is it Jussie Smollett or Russian collusion? It's a tough call. Jussie wanted to be here tonight, but he was tied up. Not very tightly, though. What do you guys think? Kat, hoax of the year.
Definitely Jussie, because it's been several years that it's been going on and it's still going on.
Yeah.
He's still saying he didn't do it.
Yes.
Usually when there's video evidence of you rehearsing a hoax, you're like, you got me. Not this guy. He's appealing it. I mean, this is like the biggest effort put towards a hoax.
Yeah. Right, I believe so. He's living the dream hoax. Tyrus.
Watch it, Gutfeld. Listen, maybe you guys don't know this about actors, but most actors don't get out of character until the DVD release comes out. So he won't break character until the Netflix documentary comes out. Then he'll be like, all right, guys, I'm sorry, I was
like
in
the
character.
Balloon Boy.
Yeah, I was in character. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Is that your choice?
Yeah, it has to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. All right, Dana.
I love the Smollett story. It was one of the best of the year. But I do think the 1619 project that the New York Times put forward, because it's so pervasive and it keeps going, and they win awards and prizes, and historians are literally knocking it down every week, and they still keep going. So I would pick that one.
What about you, Jamie?
The Smollett one is so huge, but and you know it was a hoax, dude. I saw in the video the one guy was yelling at me. He was like, "Line." I'm going to go with the biggest hoax, though. I'm going a different way. I'm going to go that we put this super old guy and pretend that he's the president. I can't believe either. Whoever did this either does not care about our country or is extremely committed to a bit.
Yes.
Like they're really.
You know what? I think our president's Andy Kaufman. I don't know. You know, okay, so I'm going to do, my hoax is kind of, because like all of these were good. And also my choice was the reins were whips. Oh. But I'm going to do with there is no X. Meaning when you see something with your own eyes, there was no CRT in schools, but then they show it. Or there was no police defunding, and they show it, right? So whenever you say you see, there was no crime wave. When you show it. So if there was no X is my hoax.
Inflation.
Inflation, exactly.
Peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest. No riots. That's the hoax. Maybe that's a book. I think I just did a book outline. Next up is the crime of the year. There were a lot to choose from. Is it the smash and grab, the attacks on elderly on our city streets, the Bachelor host Chris Harrison getting booted, me not nominated for an Emmy? What do you guys think? Dana, what's the crime of the year?
Well, I mean, it goes back to Jussie Smollett.
You know, he hasn't been, well, I can't say that because we don't know if he's been sentenced yet.
No, he gets sentenced in, I believe, January.
Oh, there you go, January.
Yes. So I think that was crime of the year. I mean, there were some pretty stupid crimes.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys remember in the convenience store, you had the guy just sitting there talking to his friend?
Yeah.
And then these goons come in, they're going to try to rob him, and he just like takes it off.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Like, so that was, they were like an attempted crime. I was saying like those are really good.
Oh, yeah, especially
when
they're on tape. Tyrus, what's the crime of the year?
Wow, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of crimes this year.
Yes, there are. Maybe that's the crime of the year
of crimes.
I feel like it's just a big day for CNN. I mean, they're just killing it. Yes. They reported on everything that wasn't true and made the fake stories real crimes, and the real crimes didn't get reported. So that's got to be a crime, at least.
You did see my notes. I wrote denial of crime by CNN. Wow.
Hey, I'd like to change my name. The racist is Gutfeld. Because he just said that I wasn't smart enough to come. I had to look at his notes. What are you, a liberal?
Kat, crime of the year?
No, the crime of the year we don't know about because it was such a good crime that they didn't get caught.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, there you go.
Fair.
You know what you're talking about? The rapid testing crime. Where's our rapid testing? There's something going on there, and we don't know. We should have had rapid testing like that rapidly. Here's another fun one. Biggest career implosion. It could be Ellen DeGeneres, who was outed as a monster by her own employees. Turns out her slogan, "Be kind," meant be kind of a She got so much bad press, she wanted to go back into the closet. Implosion, Jamie? Biggest implosion?
I'm going to go with a weird one here. I guess this is more of a life implosion, so maybe I'm wrong. But I'm going to go Alex Rodriguez.
Ooh, that's good.
Because I feel like we all, like, he just had, like, this aura of being, like, this great dude, hero. And then, like, the cheating on J-Lo and stuff. And I get it, man. Like, do you know how hard it is to hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and not cheat on your wife?
Pretty hard. Pretty hard.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
Many have tried.
I think I just bruised myself. I'm like a rotten apple. Tyrus, biggest implosion?
I mean, CNN is just killing it. It's got to be
It is.
Chris Cuomo. It's got to be. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he was coming on other people's show just to say hi.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't wait for his show to start. Like Don Lemon would be like, "Hi, it's me." Like he was everybody's buddy. Love you, man. Got you. He was, you know.
Yeah. Boy, it was like basically it was Cuomo's everywhere, Kat.
No, I got one.
Oh, good.
Chrissy Teigen.
Oh,
Remember her? No, remember her? Because you remember you couldn't like go 5 minutes without being like Chrissy Teigen did blah 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 blah. Like she was involved in everything, and now we all forgot she existed. I mean, that was really.
Yeah, she was a super bully.
Everywhere.
And then she couldn't get the forgiveness that she wanted because everybody remembered it. Dana, what is your?
I'm going to go with Smollett again because he could have pled guilty or could have said, okay, right, you guys, I did it, and get out. Instead, he's just, tripled down, quadrupled down, and he's still going.
Yeah, he's still going.
He doesn't even know his career has imploded.
Yeah.
And tonight, thanks to Dana Perino, he's going to get all those awards. So can we send him the trophies?
And I also don't like how he tried to take down other people with it.
Yes.
Right? He would destroy those brothers.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Greg, you know how Tyrus was like looking at your notes?
Yeah.
I saw Tyrus's notes before. There was just 10 pages, and they all said CNN.
So I would like to go back and change my racist guy again.
I was going to say Cuomo, but I guess not. I guess I'll just say Brian Williams because we crushed him in the ratings, and he had to retire. I'm not dancing on his grave. I'm not that cheap, but yes, I am.
You would never.
All right, last one. Underrated story of the year. What do you say? Well, I would say the Gutfeld show beating all the late night shows in nearly 5 minutes. Kat? Underrated story.
Underrated story.
Well, that's a nice sound.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's too many stories. I think too many stories. Too much attention on stories. Everybody needs to go home and.
I'll give you one. You know what's an underrated story that I had here? Sarah Silverman calling out Joy Reid and getting eaten alive by the left. I think she red-pilled herself. But anyway, Dana.
I'm going to say the election results of 2021 in Virginia and New Jersey, because the Democrats quietly started to realize when they started looking through all the data that people were voting against them because of school shutdowns and other, the economy, but in particular, it was very much about the mask mandates and the school shutdowns and not being able to open businesses. Remember, big box stores like Home Depot could be open, but your small business couldn't. And the Democrats who are smart are saying, oh my gosh, this is coming. And so 2022 is going to be a great year for Republicans everywhere. And they just keep doing more of this thing. You see it happening all across the country because of Omicron. Democratic politicians saying, okay, we're like immediately overreacting, and they don't realize just how bad that's going to be for them next November.
Jamie.
I think the most underrated story of the year is the Seth Meyers show. I took underrated literally.
that you did. Tyrus?
I mean, the crime in this country and the defunding of the police, only one network really covered it. Everything else was like nothing to see here. So, the real stories that affected this country got no airtime.
That is a great point. All right, coming up, our guests pick their favorite stories of the year.